Is anyone else super mad and disappointed at themselves for getting their hopes up that the evil orange finally expired?
I can't shake the sad. I tried to dance off the sad. It doesn't work. Not today. I think I just have to feel the sad today. Actually, that's not true. My body wants to go to sleep, so I'm gonna do that, even though it's like 5 p.m.
Stop it. Get some help.
He's alive. Thankfully, I had the foresight to order myself some groceries with extra snacky foods. So I have ice cream and a DiGiorno pizza. I was hoping it was gonna be celebration food, but alas, it is consolation, emotional eating food. That's okay. It's needed in these trying times.
Emotional damage.
Video of the other side preparing to fight Trump's agenda now that they know he's alive and rested after a few days off.
So Trump's alive, and he did his press conference, and he wants to deploy the National Guard to other major cities. Let me repeat myself. He wants to deploy the National Guard to major cities to, quote, deal with crime. I don't think you understand.
Oh, I understand.
How big of a deal that is.
Not only do I understand, but I voted for it.
He's in hospice, don't you see? Don't you see? Swelling in his ankles, bruising on his hands. Matter of time, matter of time.
I'm fishing. Yeah, I'm fishing for the liar and cheat. There's a lot of them out here. They're just trash. They're like trash fish, and you got to get them out because they kind of pollute the environment and society. Oh, hang on, I caught one. Woo, it must be a big one. Oh, word, would you look at the bend of that pole? My gosh, oh, there. Whoo, that's a nice one right there. Let me bring him on in here. That's that right there. There's one of those trash fish that I'm telling you about. Woo! He's a lovely little feller. Hang on a second. You know, fishing is such good stress relief, and I found that this right here is a good stress relief for sure. Look at that sucker wiggle. Here, let's see if we can fix that. Oh my gosh. Woo! Oh. Get that wiggle out of him. Seems to have calmed it down. Whew, wait, catch of the day. My word. I bet that like I kind of hooked him in the ear there. I wonder if that will have a miracle healing. I don't know, y'all. I don't know.
One of y'all needs to go get your grandma. She's wandered off again.
I just realized that when we do all get that big, beautiful obituary, he's gonna get what he always wanted. A worldwide celebration in his name that everyone's happy about. So come on, man. You want that worldwide celebration in your name everyone's happy about? We want the big, beautiful obituary.
Hates Trump but stole his hairstyle.
So I don't wish death on anybody. As a rule, for me, you know.
But
usually with geriatric patients, there's a burst of energy about 24 to 48 hours before it happens.
Pat, I'd like to solve the puzzle. Still your president?
I bet it stings, doesn't it? It's just a thought came to mind for all you Trump supporters out there. I was just wondering, does it bother you watching Democrats and liberals videos of them dancing and singing and following all the latest trends and just living life and just keeping moving forward and pushing through life out here and spreading love and joy and happiness out here in the world? Does that sting? I know it's got to sting. Misery loves company, but guess what? You're not getting our company, are you?
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you something.
We don't care.
The president took Labor Day weekend off, and they thought he was dead. The left thought Father Time got him.
So we haven't seen Trump since August 26th, which makes me think that Trump has died, and they don't know how to announce it, that he died.
Yo, rest in peace to President Trump, man. Crazy stuff going on. I did not see that coming this soon. Sooner the better, I guess, with him, but rest in peace, man.
Even Biden's people were getting in on the hoax.
The president has been very vocal with press all the time. I think in August, he spent 26 days doing public events or talking to press. So to go down for 6 days and just have a slew of true social posts that are very chaotic and people can't follow all of them, it's very concerning. There could be actually something wrong.
There's definitely something wrong, all right, but it's with her.
That woman worked for Biden. She was the one who dressed up as the Easter Bunny and yanked him away from reporters. That woman. These people thought Trump was dead and Biden was alive. And it's not like Trump wasn't seen. He was seen going to golf every day. Biden went days without being seen. They never asked if he was alive. And we speculated a lot about Biden's health, a lot. But we never thought Joe Biden was dead. And we never wished he croaked in the Oval. People were texting reporters asking if the president had passed away.
A whole lot of people on the internet convinced themselves that the president of the United States, Donald Trump, was in fact dead. It was everywhere. People I am friends with but aren't into politics were texting me asking if Trump had died. Just to be clear, let's get the good stuff in here. No, Donald Trump is not dead.
How did that rumor spread with Trump, but not with Biden? We're convinced. Over the weekend, there was a video going around of someone throwing stuff out of the White House window, and they said, see, contractors can't work at the White House while the president's there. He must be 6 feet under. Trump hadn't even heard about it. Our very own stupid son of a bitch, Peter Doocy, had to show it to him on the phone. Trump called the video AI.
So that's a fake video?
Well, it's got to be, because I know every window up there. In fact, my wife was complaining about it the other day. She said, love to have a little fresh air come in, but you can't. They're bulletproof.
So the White House says the video's real. So that must not be Trump. Has to be a body double. Well, someone was doing interviews over the weekend and posting all night. Quote, 3 days ago, while admiring the stonework, I happened to notice a huge gash in the limestone. It was deep and nasty. Lo and behold, because of the fact that we've installed the finest security equipment anywhere, they brought back the stupid people with their boss watching in sunglasses. It was a subcontractor that was installing heavy landscaping on a steel cart that was broken and tilting badly, with it rubbing hard against the soft, beautiful stone. Something like this should never happen. So Trump fired the contractor and banned them from the White House. So Trump did an interview, golfed, and fired people over Labor Day. He's very much alive. Joe Biden, barely there. Let me give you an example. Trump's replacing Biden's presidential portrait at the White House with a portrait of the auto pen. That pen worked harder than Biden ever did, so it should be honored.
Joining us now is James Billow, newsroom editor at Unheard. James, it is great to see you again. Can you imagine all the tears we're going to be getting today with the breaking news that Donald Trump is alive? You know, stand by for the meltdowns we are bound to see. It's just crazy that over the weekend there were plenty of spending their weekend posting on social media that Donald Trump was dead. And we've heard from these before, and it should probably go without saying that it's pretty sick to wish for political leaders to be. But the fact that this rumour became such a huge social media trend with hundreds of thousands of posts about it is just a pretty good indication of just how insane and extreme some of these really are. But it's not just social media trolls. We've also heard from vice presidential candidate Tim Walz. He seemed to be pretty excited about this rumour.
You get up in the morning and you doom scroll through things, and although I will say this, the last few days you woke up thinking there might be news. Just saying. There will be news sometime, just so you know, there will be news.
Yeah, he is the worst. But Donald Trump has responded to the reports today.
Big viral social media trend over the weekend. How did you find out over the weekend that you were dead? You see that?
No.
People didn't see it for a couple days. 1.3 million user engagements as of Saturday morning about your demise.
Really? I didn't see that. You know, I have heard, it's sort of crazy, but last week I did numerous news conferences, all successful. They went very well, like this is going very well. And then I didn't do any for 2 days, and they said, there must be something wrong with him. Biden wouldn't do him for months. You wouldn't see him. And nobody ever said there was ever anything wrong with him, and we know he wasn't in the greatest of shape.
Yeah, Donald Trump is absolutely right. But James, can I get your reaction to all of this?
Well, he's not wrong about that. I mean, Biden would disappear for months at a time. And in fact, that was his strategy for most of the 2020 presidential campaign. It was the basement strategy. It was minimal contact with the outside world and minimal contact with the press. And it is a little bit ironic that the left is always jeering and making these snide remarks about the right and their supposed conspiracy theories, when actually this was exactly the example of that. What we saw over the weekend were, as you just showed, Tim Walz going all the way up to the running mate, the president's running mate, to be trucking in these conspiracy theories. And, you know, it's not the first time Tim Walz has done this kind of thing. He also made these bizarre comments about Elon Musk and wishing for Tesla to be in demise, of checking his phone and checking the stock price, hoping it was down. So it's just a very strange moment in American politics when this tribalism is leading to such a point where there's actually not only wishing ill, but wishing on the rivals. And that just seems bizarre to me.
Yeah, bizarre, pretty sick.
I buy me a coffee link to buy Leroy a dog treat. Leroy, stop that. You're so cute. Oh, I love you. I love you. You guys steal the show. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Red Dawn Daily with your host, me, Dawn Marie, and sometimes Leroy. Leroy, you're not bored, are you? Leroy, did you know that 9 out of 10 people only watch to see you? Yeah. I'm just kind of here holding space for you. It's true. It's true. Leroy, you're so much fun. You're way more fun than any puppet. Right, Leroy?